Right, so it might look warm in this sunshine, but it isn't. It's only about 5 or 6 degrees, so I've got a couple of layers on. And for today's grim April Fool's Marathon, so we're just at the start line, just past Steeton and Stilsden train station, and then we go out around the village, around Silsden, and on to around to Addingham, and then up onto Rombles Moor, climb onto Rombles Moor, and then where are we? Rombles Moor, oh yes, and then we come back onto the lovely Burley Moor. I've just bypassed Ilkley. Yeah, I've gone past Ilkley, Cow and Calf, Burley Moor, down to Bingley Moor, and then we turn right. We miss the muddy part of the Welcome Way, and then it's down to the canal then, a loop of the canal at Hurst Wood, and back down to Bingley, and the train home, hopefully. There's people talking at the back, I can't believe it.
It's about mile 24. You hit the canal. There's a sign that says Marrow, points left. Don't go right. That's the ultra route. So the first time you hit that sign, you go left, do a mile loop, and then go right.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
I know what it means at Hurst Wood.
just put a loop in to make a right.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you go right. The GPS is right, the GPS will guide you.
Good, because that's the one I've got on my watch, and it's yeah, lovely day. Right, all right then. I'll just put it away for half an hour or so. See you in a bit. We're about 3 miles in, and I just stopped just to show you this lovely bridge there, which we think is a, well, there's nothing on top of it, and it doesn't look like a railway line. It's not wide enough. Might be an aqueduct, don't know, but or just a footbridge. Anyway, yeah, we're going around Silsden now, and we'll then be making our way towards Addingham for the Rombles Moor. Right, well, you don't want to hear my heavy breathing, so I'll give it a rest now. Cheers. Right, on our way up to Addingham now. We've passed the second checkpoint. I just thought I'd stop and get this nice little scenic bit, although those are the terrier, the back marker. Well, he's at the back, he's not back marking, but there you go. Righto guys, see you in a bit. Right, so we've just come up that's I think that's Addingham, so you come round Addingham and up, and then you follow this contour line right the way along there, just along the skyline there really, and we're now heading towards Rombles Moor, if we're not on it already, which I suspect we are, and then Rombles Moor is Cow and Calf up at Ilkley, and then you're turning right onto Burley Moor and Bingley Moor, and then you're down to the canal at Hurst Wood. So yeah, so we've hooked onto the Runners Marshall group. It was quite a slow last mile up that hill, and but yeah, we're all chatting away and nobody's really bothered about running it. Now and again the legs might come alive and do a couple of 100 yards, keep going, but I'd rather stay upright and not trip than get a half decent time. But anyway, we're in good company. Not too bad a day. Right, I'll put this away now, just give you a last 360 on that. commentator's curse of saying they look like rain clouds, because then it'll start bloody raining. So, yeah, it's just a little bit windy at the moment, just keeping the temperature down. Apart from that, we're good to go. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Right, so just passed through mile 13 and we're at the famous White House above Ilkley. There it all is. You can see that. Then we turn right up here and back up onto that path and we're back up onto the moors again. Yeah. One of these days I must ask why they've actually bothered to put this house here. There'll be a reason for it. Yeah, it'd be a good place for a cafe. Unless it already is a cafe. I don't know. Pretty sure that over there is a cow and calf, and I have no idea after that. Oh, yes I do. It's my favourite moors, Burley and Bingley. Right, so I think that's the high spot of the day in altitude. The Cow and Calf Rocks, so I've got to get up there. I don't know whether we skirt around it, but oh yes, I remember this on the briefing. You don't go up the steps to the right, you go on to the fork. There's a path to the left, and so we'll just skirt the Cow and Calf Rocks on the right there. Yeah, you don't really want to go up there if you can avoid it. You end up having to scramble down the other side. Yeah. Right, I might just put this away now. I'm struggling to do any commentary. Not that this is anything new for you hill walkers and ultra runners. You'll know this part. Right guys, chat to you in a bit. Right, for those that haven't seen this bit before, this is Burley Moor, and this is the part where on the 11th of March I came up there, past that post in the distance and the hut on your left, around to the rocks, turn left, sharp left, and down this hill, yeah, to knee-deep snow drifts, and trying to get through all this. Oh, it was fun and games. Bloody hill then. You stuck past that hut and the post there that you can see to its left. But yeah, that is lovely, isn't it? Quite deep. Of trail shoes and some more flags So, yeah, it's getting a bit deep now, so we'll stick to these. That's not going to be a fast descent at all. Anyway, now I seem to have left the last runner Marshall group behind. Seem to be doing a little bit better. Or maybe they're going a bit slower, I don't know. Garmin reckons I'm doing just a touch over 3 miles an hour. It's not too bad. And this is still on Burley Moor, where we met Jack Rose and his family. Yeah, looking well, he's a lad. But just before that, saw Steve Kirk flying past. Well, stopped for a chat on the Ultra. Yeah, just up at the Cow and Calf there. Ah, God, that bloke can move. Just consistently 10-minute miling, easy across terrain where I would prefer to just walk and stay upright. No. Yeah, so Burley Moor joins Bingley Moor, down to the main road, turn right, left at Weecher Reservoir, and down to Hurst Wood for a loop, mile loop, and then back along the canal to Bingley, to Myrtle Park, and done. So yeah, just a touch less than 10 miles at the minute. I just see where everyone is, if they're still with me. Nope, no sign of them. So yeah, amazing what 2 or 3 weeks will do. Right, okay then, that'll do. Chat to you soon. Right, so we've come past mile 18, about 18 and a half. We've just passed the checkpoint up at Weecher Reservoir there. And now, I know there's a lot of downhill, but also a lot of roads that could lead me the wrong way. So just keep an eye on the Garmin, and oh, here we go, look. One of these lovely little yellow signs, Millennium Way, saying, go on then, that says right. So does my Garmin. Sweet. So yeah, quite a drop now, I hope. And oh yes, no, we're coming down to Shipley Glen. We're now onto the Welcome Way. Of course we are, you nutter. But I don't think this goes. No, it doesn't go the Welcome Way route, so I don't have that hill to look forward to. So we come down now through this farm gate, past the horse racing tracks and the gallops, and onto Shipley Glen. Yeah. Right. Oh, well. Right, is it tied on this way? It is. Let's have a look. Back we go. Been tied up. Oh, it's a bit loose, is that? There you go. Right. Yeah. Straight on now, down to the Glen. And then I think we go through that. Oh, is it by that pub? And then there's a lovely drop. If it's the right one, I shall, yeah. It's a lovely green, overgrown with beautiful trees and that. but it just gives lends such an atmosphere to the path. Anyway, I'll show you a bit later if I remember. That's if it's the same one. Anyway, we'll see. This is a bit of a downhill section, so I may as well keep running on this one. Right. In fact, I'll put this away. Yeah, I think you've seen everything. You might have seen this 3 weeks ago. No, it's been covered in snow then. Right. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Okay, so this is the public bridleway that I was talking about, which is just past Shipley Glen behind us, or rather to the right. The glen is to the right, isn't it? Other side of this wall. I'm hoping it's not too dark and that you can pick out the greenery, but I do love the way that it's like the dappled sunlight, but although it's no, there's not much. Yeah, there's too much cloud cover, and it's full brakes on coming down here for me. Tempting to take the handbrake off and give it some pasty, but it's been very muddy underfoot today, so I'd rather not. Yep, going to the backside as it were. Just had a lovely chat with Jonathan Carter at the just at the other side of Shipley Glen, before on the racehorse gallops there on the training track. Yeah, putting the world to rights with the NHS and a few other worldly problems which need sorting out immediately. Right, where are we going? Are we going down? Yeah, I think we should be coming left here. Yeah, going left down. Carry on downhill basically. From now until the finish, until we get to the canal at Hurst Wood, where it should be, well, as level as water can be, I suppose. The landscape surrounding the canal. Mind you, Bingley does have its 5 rise locks, which, yeah, very clever Victorian engineering there. Right, where are we going? We're now into, yeah, not good. No, it's nowhere near bloody Hurst Wood yet. We're only just past mile 20, I think. Ah, there we are, look. Nice little sign at the bottom, run route. That'll do for me. A right and then a left. Right. I won't bother with this boring built up area. Yeah. Okay, see you soon. Well, I've made it to Saltaire, and I just come across that bridge and I didn't realise it actually moved. I feel seasick. So, yeah. What's that now? 22 and a bit miles. So, along the river, and then turn right, or turn left, over the bridge, back on yourself, and through the woods there. Yeah. River looks a bit down at this section. Is that, it looked quite high. It's bizarre. Anyway, yeah, so nearly done. Really done. Nice quiet day in Saltaire. Ah, lovely old village founded by one of the Temperance Fathers. Or was he heavily into the... No, he wasn't the founder of the movement, was he? He was just heavily into it. And built his fortune. Be nice if 100,000 people turned up at my funeral, but I doubt it, since they won't be paid. Oh dear, right, where are we? Oh, I can see the next sign, look up there. Right, I might try running for a bit, and we're not doing so bad actually. I can't see a clock anywhere. Well, the last time I saw one was the other side of the river at Come to the Boathouse at Bradford Rowing Club in 6.5 hours, which is just over 20 miles there. 20 and a half, 21, something like that. Yeah. That's alright, if I finish in 8 hours I'll be a happy boy. Alright then, chat to you in a bit. Right, having to hold the camera next to me mouth now, because that's making a right racket. Well, this is the second loop. Or the end of the first loop, would you call it? Yeah, I suppose the end of loop one, wasn't it? You come down the onto that little housing estate there, turn right along the river to where it joins the canal, turn left, right the way along the canal to back to Saltaire, and then left again. And here we go, back along the river, and this time when we get to where it meets the canal, it's turned right for a few yards, and then there's a little bridge, a little footbridge I think, over that. You're left, back along the other side of the canal, and then through the woods, and back into Myrtle Park at Bingley. So, yeah, you see, I thought the river was up at this side. It must be that weir that's blocking a lot of the water in Saltaire where the ducks were. It was quite low lying there, water level. I see they're not out rowing today. Can't say to blame them, really. Bit cold. Right. I might film a bit more in the woods at the other side there, and just before we finish. Right, cheers. It's gone past mile 24, 2 to go. I love this kennel. It's yeah. River seems a bit up on the right hand side there. And I think, memory serves, we're coming back towards, is it Appley Bridge? Or is that a little bit further on? I can't remember, I'm a bit out of it. Oh, it don't tell you on your Garmin. Yeah. Something's starting to give me pains now. Alright. Hi mate, cheers, thank you. So, yeah. Hopefully that'll calm down. Don't have any problems in a minute. Right. That'll do now, back into the woods. Right, cheers, see you in a bit. Right, it's coming into the finish, and I don't mind telling you, that was quite tough today. Yeah, so, right, so look at timer, see if mine agrees. 16:50. Oh, you bugger. 56, nice one. Right, under 8. Lovely. Cheers.